And you've touched on it already, but what would you say that makes your business stand out from the competition? Why do people come to you?
I think it's a combination of accessibility and knowledge. So when people come to us, they maybe have a problem. They don't quite know what system suits either their budget or their workflow requirements. We put a lot of information out there for free. So, we talk about applications like AutoCAD and Premiere. We make videos, we write blogs, we tell people what they need up front. And if they want to take that information and use it to buy a system from Dell or whatever, then that's fine. But most people find that once they start to get that information from us, we build trust with them. They get in touch, they pick up the phone, and then they realize, wait a minute, these guys are really nice. They're friendly. They understand my challenges in whatever industry I'm in, and what we're doing is a little bit special. And from there, we build trust with our customers.
And let's bring it up to date, Craig. So what is the plan to grow the business now, and where do you see the biggest opportunity in 2023?
So the most exciting thing that we're looking forward to just now is we just made an agreement with Super Micro. So we're looking to bring in Super Microsystems onto our website, allowing our customers to access some incredibly powerful workstations and servers. So this is going to be pretty big for us. We've not done Super Microsystems before, and some of the new technology, especially around AI and big data, to be able to provide that to both existing customers and new customers is what we see as one of the biggest opportunities for growth in the next 12 months. Very excited.
And it's been well publicised about the tech layoffs, obviously, at the bigger vendors. Is that an opportunity for yourself, or maybe even the sort of MSPs and partners? Where do you see the market going in terms of like hiring as well for talent with the big tech layoffs coming over the last few months?
Yeah, it's been pretty scary for a lot of people, and with that, there's always, as you say, an opportunity. I mean, for Utopia, one of the things that we prided ourselves on is taking young people who don't necessarily have experience and giving them the opportunity to learn the skills on the job and giving them the skill set that they need. In Scotland, there is a skills gap, so while there may be layoffs, there seems to be more jobs than there are skilled people. So for us, it's about giving more experience to more young people, showing them that the tech industry is a great place to work, and encouraging them to get involved.
And what advice, obviously around young talent, what advice would you give someone who's just entering the technology market that wants to sort of get their career going?
Yeah, the tech market in the UK, I mean, you'll know this, Mark, it's the smallest little community of people that you'll ever come across. So you meet someone at an event, you might think, I've got absolutely nothing in common with you, don't need any of your products or services, and you might want to dismiss the relationship. But the reality is, time and time again, it will prove that person may not be in a position to be able to support you just now. But in a few years' time, they'll be a different vendor, they'll be a different partner, and all of a sudden, you will be needing something from them. So my advice to anyone young entering the industry is to read the book, The Go-Giver. It's a fantastic little short read, and it's all about what can you do for others, not what can they do for you. And in the tech industry, because that's so small, you'll be remembered. It's a powerful way of doing business, and yeah, it will come round and pay you kudos in the future.
Right. And what advice would you give to any aspiring entrepreneurs out there that want to sort of start a business and grow it like yours, Craig?
Be in love with business, not just the act of the skill that you have. I think a lot of business startups, what happens is they love tinkering with technology. They maybe have a niche that they're particularly skilled at. But when you're running a business, it's not just about building PCs or managing networks. It's about looking after people. It's about HR. It's about accounts. It's about understanding the law. There's so many different aspects to it. You've got to love all of those things as well. And if you do, you'll have a great time. I'm very, very fortunate to be in the position I'm in.
And I noticed that you won Entrepreneur of the Year at the Kilmarnock Scotland Awards in 2016 and the System Builder of the Year of the awards. How has that impacted your business? Is that obviously, again, good PR for the business?
Yeah, so we've got some pretty good track records when it comes to awards. Both of those were notable. The first time you win an award, well, for me, the first time you win an award is an incredible experience. As someone who every so often has that imposter syndrome, you know, I'm in a position, should I really be in this position? Should I really be looking after these people? Am I really going to build this business to that scale? When you get the kind of, when you get your peers saying, yes, you actually are doing an incredible job, it's very reassuring. The first time we won a PCR award it was an independent retailer award back then, you know, I remember going into that room at PCR and seeing the likes of CK from Yo-Yo Tech and these guys, and I was aspiring. I want to be like them. I want, you know, my company to be seen like that. The first time we picked up that award, it was incredibly reassuring that this little business in Kilmarnock is doing the right stuff. Nowadays, we use awards as a way of measuring ourselves, holding ourselves accountable. So I want to be, when the team and I are sitting down to write down an awards entry, we want to make sure that we're putting our very best foot forward and that each year we're improving on what we've done in the past. So we kind of use it as an accountability tool now.
And how do you stay inspired and motivated in your own business, Craig? When you're at the top of the tree, it can be quite lonely.
Yeah, I mean, I read a lot of books, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and the reality is, you know, I've got my vision, I've got my family that I want to create a good future for, I've got my team that I want to create a good future for them as well, and even when things are a little bit tricky, those are two things that I keep firmly in my mind to keep me focused and doing the right thing, making the right decisions, and staying motivated, because seeing both of those things succeed makes me incredibly happy.
Right, and my last question, Craig, is there's a lot of talk about the IT channel struggling at the moment, or people aren't going to be going through third parties, etc. What's your predictions for the next 12 months? Do you see the IT channel having a good year?
I mean, let's face it, the last 3 years, I would not have been able to guess anything that's happening, you know, from the horrific wars to COVID to Brexit to all of these things, massive challenges, and this must be the most challenging time to run any business in any industry that you know in modern times. I think just now it's a time to manage costs, support people, and thankfully, you know, the tech industry at least is in demand. So, you know, people need managed services, they need their networks looked after, they need systems to be able to do the work that they need to produce. So I think we're very fortunate in many ways to be in the industry we're in. But like I said before, you know, just keep looking after the people around you, and hopefully we can all get through this together.
Great. Thanks so much for your time, Craig. Cheers.
No, thanks, Mark. Total pleasure.